Welcome back to the GSL Codas. We are already done with the first half of today's games.
Yeah, it went quick.
Now we're going to go with another Terran-heavy group. 1 Zerg, 3 Terrans. Should be pretty interesting, but the good news is we have 1 Protoss advancing the round of 16.
That's, well,
we will not be casting Warcraft 2.
Nope.
Orcs versus humans. There is no third race.
There's going to be a Protoss in there, man, at least for another best of 3.
At least. Be sure to send Killer your support. Killer is also on Twitter.
Yes.
I don't know what his Twitter ID is, but I'm sure somebody on whatever form you're chatting in knows. But send him some support. He loves to hear from his English-speaking fans. Also add us on Twitter. I'm Call Me Tasteless, he's Artosis, and add Golem TV's Twitter. Also, please check out Golem TV's mobile services. We now actually, you can watch the GSL
on your phone. On your smartphone.
Yeah. There's a lot of games. So
I do it while I'm doing the dishes. I put my iPad up and...
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Smart. Good way to do it, man.
Huh?
That way you can have GSL wherever you go. And, feel free to also check out the Golem TV player. It's a great tool. It's actually what this entire company is based off of.
It's true.
And it's definitely worth it. It runs all my movies really, really well. All right, going on into this group, Artosis, do you have any predictions?
All right, I do, actually. It's a really good group. Of course, we have Top, Lucira, Supernova, and Alive. And there's some cool facts about this group. For instance, Alive was actually the last chosen player in the group stage because he is, in practice, one of the very top players in the entire world. He's actually, every player in Korea is actually afraid of TSL Alive.
Yeah.
He's considered the ace of TSL, which is hard to believe when you look at some of their other players.
Even the coach was saying, no. He wins like 80% of his games.
Yeah, on ladder and in practice.
Yeah,
it's
he's actually killing everybody.
Absolutely insane.
I wasn't actually aware that he was doing that well. If everybody told me that, I'm like, well,
TSL coach has been telling me forever that he is the ace of the team, and I was like, oh, I don't know.
Here we have OGS Top. He's ranked 7th. I actually did not realize he was that high. And he is looking damn scary as of late.
He certainly is. I mean, MVP kind of put him to shame, but that's MVP. Other than that, Top is a big favorite to get out of this group. This group is just so hard.
Yeah, this is another tough group. You could see he got to the finals of our previous GSL up against MVP. And that was, it was kind of a sad series. MVP was just so much better, but he's back again this time to prove himself here today. Mm-hmm. He has a lot of female fans.
Well, look how handsome he is.
Yeah, he's a good-looking guy.
Look at his hipster glasses.
It's not everybody's fault that StarCraft players are handsome.
That's true.
It's not their fault.
We're a handsome bunch.
We are. We're the good-looking
Look at yourself.
gamers.
Turn on your mirror.
Turn on your mirror. Yeah, turn that on.
Well, most people, like, nowadays in this subway, I always see girls with their cell phones at the camera that shows you on the screen. And then they use that as a mirror. So turn on your mirror. Take a look at yourself.
I thought here is CoCa.
Why did I say Lucira? I meant...
CoCa looks like he's training to be a mime right now. Are you trapped in a box, CoCa?
Well, you know what? He's not in that box there because he thinks outside the box when he plays this game.
Ooh, well said, Artosis.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah. CoCa, such a good player. This group is really, really hard to predict. I think it's going to be TSL Live coming out and the winner of CoCa Top, maybe? Actually, no, that's too hard to say. With the new GSL Codes group system that we've had for the last couple seasons, normally the best 2 players do end up coming out.
We are going to get a shot of him now. There he is. He's already got Hydras. There's one in his booth.
Oh, man.
He already got Layer Tech before the game even started.
That's pretty sick.
That's
I don't know why
scary.
he chose Hydra. I would have gotten a Mutalisk.
I know.
Oh, no, forget that Infester.
He's like neural parasites. Top. Makes Top... turn off his computer, get him disqualified.
Oh, wow.
Nice play there. All right, so, excuse me. Our map is going to be Tal'Darim Altar. It's a big map. It's a map that can be pretty tough for Terran to get a 5th base. The 4th base is also a little bit tough, but the longer it goes, the easier it is for Zerg to kind of consume the map, if you will. So Top's going to have to keep that in mind. Probably want to end this game before the 4th base really comes into play. We'll see what happens. Dual Site eliminated by Top. And CoCa eliminating Terminus Re.
Interesting choices there. I would have thought Zolmai the Fortress would be removed by CoCa. That is like such a hard map for Zerg versus Terran. Well, you know, CoCa, he was a pretty infester-heavy Zerg before. And really interested to see if his overall play style will be adjusted to this season as the new patch has come out.
The Master of TVZ, last season's runner-up, OGS top. Howley come over. CoCa.
How will Slayer's CoCa overcome the challenge?
Overcome the challenge. And looks like actually we're going to have a quick little delay here. So you guys are going to have to wait a little bit. I know when I said that you probably got so mad you spilled your popcorn all over yourself. And now you got buttery shirts. That's what you got to do.
And if you're anything like Taste, you got salt all over your shirt too.
Oh, I love salty, buttery popcorn. I'm like, how can I give myself a heart attack and be happy while I'm alive? I'm like, well, how about I get salty, buttery popcorn? Or you know what else is really good? Are those big microwavable pretzels? They are good, Artosis. And don't tell me you don't like them. You're a vegetarian. There's not many things in this world you're allowed to enjoy.
I see. Thank you. You know, Tasteless loves salt so much he drinks ocean water.
Yeah, I mean, you just put me in the Red Sea with a spoon.
Eats it up like it's broth from a ramen.
Oh yeah, well that's the whole point of getting the ramen is like there's this broth that's like this food that's like an obstacle that you got to like destroy to get to the broth so you can enjoy it. It's good. It's true. Wow, Artosis, what is your favorite candy bar?
I think you actually did ask me this one before.
No, did I ask you this
think
one?
I went with Reese's Cup.
Oh, that's right. And you were wrong.
With a shout out,
is the greatest one.
With a shout out to I can from time to time have a small Butterfinger.
See, I can't do either of those. I'm not crazy about Reese's peanut butter cups.
Well, they have peanut butter in them. You have to be crazy about them.
I don't like peanut butter candy bars. I like just peanut butter.
Peanut butter in all its forms is like an amazing, delicious thing.
Really? I can't do it. Butterfinger, I actually can't do that. Like when I was a kid and I go trick-or-treating on Halloween and I get a Butterfinger, I'm like,
I just had
what am I going to do with this?
I just had this awesome idea that I think I'm going to try at some point. I eat so much guacamole. I love it.
Oh,
I just thought of
guacamole
this.
is good.
And I love peanut butter sandwiches. I'm going to try a peanut butter and guacamole sandwich. You think it'd be good? I think the peanut butter might overpower the guac.
Yeah, I think you would need something else to accent the guac.
It might overpower it. You're right.
You ever put a little bit of Tabasco in guacamole?
Of course.
So good.
Yeah, no.
I was going to say you could add extra Tabasco.
I'm a guacamole fiend, man, and it costs so
actually,
much.
I think the thing is that the spices.
That's actually like my indulgence.
Your indulgence.
What do you call it when
like
you spoil yourself with one thing that costs too much, but you get it anyways?
And you like to indulge in that?
It's like my expensive indulgence. Like, I'm sure a lot of people have like one thing it costs too much and you get it anyways. It's like this really nice restaurant.
It's like John with Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Like,
yeah. That's me with guacamole, man. It's like so expensive here.
Oh yeah, guacamole is expensive in Korea.
It's like very hard to find even.
Yeah.
There's like one Costco and one online store that sells it. Other than that, I've actually gone to Taco Bell and they have like little sides of guacamole for $1. I go there and order 10 at a time.
Here's the thing about Taco Bell, Artosis, is I've actually figured out that entire company. I'm about to give away the secret, all right? Taco Bell CEO is actually about to go crazy. It's all about the sauce packets. It's actually, they just would not sell. Their ingredients are so simple, they would not make any sales. They probably spent so much time trying to make those sauce packets. Like the fire, the mild, the hot. Mild is the best. I don't like spicy food, but mild tastes better. That if they didn't have those, the sauces. What? Well, you're like fire, right?
I've never even tried mild.
A mild is good. It's actually quite tasty.
I always get fire.
Oh, fire is kind of...
I want it to be spicy.
Yeah, but it's like the texture of it or something is... No, I'm just going to throw this out there, though, but think about this. We may have our differences, Artosis, but if they didn't have those little hot sauce packets, would their food even be good?
Yeah, I actually put their hot sauce on one half of the food I eat from there. The other half I eat normal. It's
you do half and half?
Yeah. I don't put fire sauce on every burrito, just some of them.
You know what I like to do when I have a burrito? Is have like different little hot sauces on the table, and I put a little bit and take a bite.
I love that.
That is how you live.
That is.
I'm like, well, that's hot. I'm like, oh, let's try this one now. That is how to do it.
Juani still has our green Tabasco sauce from
Cambodia. That we got in Cambodia. It's hard to find green Tabasco out here. We got to go to Juani and get that Tabasco.
I'm actually suing her. I'm about to just put this.
They're probably sitting in his house.
He probably ate them.
His parents are probably eating them right now. Oh, that would be bad. Oh, and it looks like the game is starting. So we're going to get back onto track here. Top against CoCa. Who will win? We're going to find out soon as the game is now loaded. So get ready for an awesome Terran versus Zerg here at the GSL Codex. You got to get that green Tabasco.
I know. You just made me think of it. I want it so bad right now.
My mouth is actually watering.
Mine too.
I got some good habanero hot sauce.
Which one?
That's like the Louisiana.
Oh, I have billiards at home
Oh,
too.
yeah. I got it at a foreign food store. Over here, in the upper right, we have... Top. Top getting in the zone right now. In the bottom right starting location, we have our Zerg player known as... wait for it. He is...
CoCa.
It's so scary.
I know. CoCa.
And, as you mentioned before, Top having a lot of girl fans, that's actually not a joke.
There's a lot
bunch
of girls here.
actually came here.
We had to put a moat with alligators in it just to keep them safe.
Yeah, man. But they are here for Top. They cheered for him and everything. It's pretty cool. Of course, you'll never have as many girl fans as Artosis.
No, that's actually impossible.
That's impossible, man.
You're like, please, Artosis, have my baby. Artosis is like, oh, I'm so tired. I just want to be a normal guy. I'm tired of it. Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yes.
That's us,
Thank
Artosis
you.
and Tasteless.
That guy still wants to be
We're
best
not
friends
Simon
with us,
and
Artosis.
Shannon, but we are Tasteless and Artosis.
Hi, Simon. Hi, Shannon. They probably also still want to be best friends with us.
We're awesome to be best friends with.
All right. SCV moving out. Oh, see, bumped into the wall there for a second. Like shoulder bumped the wall. He actually moved.
Well, we have, of course, a command center first. Yeah, it's fine building this map. CoCa, on the other hand, hatchery first. He's going to feel pretty safe as soon as he figures out what's going on. Tasteless,
Yeah.
what is your favorite color?
Red.
Red. Did you know that apparently people whose favorite color is yellow and orange, JP told me this, are actually like psychopaths?
Really?
On average, yeah. Something like that. It's like actually, if that's
Well,
actually
those
your
are just
favorite
not
color.
good colors to pick as your favorite.
As a child, I really liked orange.
Oh, really?
I was pretty into orange, man.
What was your favorite?
I don't know. I think my favorite was... I don't remember what it was, but when I was...
Well, anybody who says yellow is their favorite color is actually just wrong.
Well, when I was a child, I heard this thing, like there was some study done, and geniuses normally pick green as their favorite color. So
Well, that
green,
can't be- that
whether
can't be
green
correct,
was
'cause-
or not my favorite color, it became so after I heard that.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, then you kind of have to pick that.
Yeah.
Well, the best color is actually red.
Red's a really good color.
It's a really
I'm
good color.
Pretty into red. Blue is really good too, though.
Yeah, blue's
I'm
good.
a blue type of guy.
You're blue. Wow, CoCa's going for a third base right away.
I like it against a command center first.
Yeah,
no
why not?
chance of really being attacked, so you may as well. There is going to be a reactor at Hellions out, though. And that means he's going to need at least some spine crawlers at that third if it does get scouted.
It's also unorthodox placement for that base. Normally you see him take the rocks, but I guess he doesn't have time to destroy those rocks.
he doesn't
so
want to
takes
make
the next-
circles. He
the
only
next
has
best location.
4. Actually, I think he has... Yes, he just made 6 circuits, actually.
Here is the factory now landing. Going to crank out a few Hellions. A lot of this will come down to whether or not Top actually spots that expansion that we just had a shot of a minute ago. Well, a few seconds ago, excuse me. I'm making this too specific. It doesn't actually matter.
Spine crawler going up. We're going to have speed upgrading in a moment here as he approaches 100 gas. I am a little bit worried about that third, though. If it gets scouted, I don't think it will. Then that would be pretty good. You know, CoCa actually really likes to hide a third base every now and then. People don't scout enough yet in this game. That's for sure.
Yeah, well, I think people are so busy trying to figure the game out as far as what do you do in a two-base situation
Yeah.
that they don't really respect the fact that somebody can just hide an expansion and that still messes everything up for you. And we have these Hellions getting inside. One in the orange, Pumpkin Hellion right now.
That's right, Pumpkin Hellion, man. And instead of having the flame inside himself, he is spreading it on these Zerglings.
Really nice job so far. He hasn't really killed any drones yet.
Uh-oh, Pumpkin Hellion turns into a red Pepper Hellion.
Ideally, you'd want to be a green Pepper Hellion.
Some good harassment so far with these Hellions, for sure.
He needs to actually kill more drones.
But he is forcing some lings.
It's a bit of a nuisance, but I think that's about it.
Yeah. A nuisance can be good, though.
Top still unaware of the additional expansion, which has just now started.
I'm not sure when he'll actually find out about it.
He might not find out about it for a long time.
You know, I think we're actually going to see as well perhaps a Marine with Combat Shield Hellion push. Those are some cute little pushes when they happen. The additional health of the Marines really helps tank for the Hellions while they kill off any lings. Plus, of course, they do deal a lot of damage. And CoCa is not even making defense at this third base. He's just like, well, if you find it, yeah, I'm in a lot of trouble, but as is, I don't think you're going to find it.
It's interesting for him to take a risk like this in a game like this, you know?
Well, Top is, as is said in the match point, a master of TUZ. He's so good at the matchup, so I understand CoCa taking it, and it definitely makes him pretty powerful.
Is he actually going to break this?
He may. There are Zerglings on the way, a lot of speed links. Those Hellions are going to be fearsome. He's going to want to try to get those Zerglings around the Marines. And here he goes. Oh, beautiful micro here by Top. Some of the top micro I've seen.
Wow. You know, the Spine Crawler, though, the Queen.
You know, he had a transfusion there, but did not use it before the Queen died.
This Spine Crawler needs to die.
Wow.
Wow.
Good defense there by CoCa.
I'm surprised he didn't even turn back and just shoot down that Spine Crawler at least. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like one more shot. You might as well.
Seriously. Well, CoCa has 57 drones against 40 SCVs. And it looks like Top just kind of going into a normal game. Whereas, of course, CoCa has this insanely bigger economy because of the really quick snuck expansion.
Armor on the way. And it looks like he's going to be getting the third base pretty soon here with just 3 barracks. And that orbital just now completing.
Well, you know, this is the most dangerous position to be in is thinking that you know how many bases they have and playing accordingly, and then they have another one.
Yeah, that's actually the worst thing you can ever do. Uh-oh, he's going to find out.
Oh, boy, this is going to be huge. 4 Hellions. Microed correctly, he can kill all these drones. Queen is there to help. Oh, man, these drones are going to die, Tasteless. A lot of speedlings on the way, but the drones are going down. Queen drawing a little bit of fire. And
really nice there.
Well cleaned up, but the expansion still being more than worth itself. And Top cannot be happy about that. He is going to immediately float his command center over and take his third base.
And we have a Spine Crawler now on the way. Or not, Spire, excuse me. It's like a Spire Crawler. It's like a Spire that can move around. It can't fly, though.
You like move it to the front of your base and upgrade +1 air attack? I'm like, no, Tasteless, it's a terrible idea.
All right, we have the orbital being moved to the Terran's fresh third expansion. Nice to see that that's an orbital, not a planetary.
Well, his rocks being taken down. The Spire's halfway done. Baneling speed almost done. Overlord speed as well. Looks like CoCa wants to be able to expand or scout a little bit better.
And it looks like we got a timing push coming here from Top.
Pretty scary. There's not a whole lot of units out. 34 Lings on the way, though. Some Banes being morphed, and where is this timing going? Is he going for the third base? I think he is.
You know, it's hard to say. He could go for the low ground siege up there, or
he might just go for this push that we see so often on this map.
Yeah. Okay, this is what I was thinking. He's going to do this push where he gets over here. He can hit the extractor and all these workers over here, and he basically baits out the Zerg to trying to engage. Oftentimes too soon. Let's see if it works now.
Well, that's a lot of Zerglings for those tanks to actually deal with, and the Banelings do hit some of them. In fact, wow, look at that. Crushes through everything. In the meantime, the drop in his natural killing a lot of drones and the Queen.
Looks like he's going to come back now, and this attack is going to be failed as well with CoCa with bulletproof defense. There is still one more medevac on the map, full of Marines. But does anybody care? I don't think CoCa does.
Doesn't care even a little bit. Teso's taking his 4th base at this time. He's up by a huge supply lead, 40-plus supply ahead of
Nice job here with him dropping creep everywhere to make other expansions possible to plant command centers on.
If you look at the mini-map, I mean, he has Overlords dropping creep just about everywhere. That's good for just so many reasons.
All right. Well, here's the problem. It's 126 supply for top, 166 here for CoCa.
And we do have an infestation pit on the way. Top just
He's
moving
going to push again.
He's beginning to remind me of SC from MVP.
You're absolutely correct.
And FOU.
Yeah, he's like, one of these pushes is going to kill you.
Just keep trying to wear CoCa down, but CoCa, you know, he's got all these extra bases, and he's had it for a long time. You see that the income is very similar right now, but that is largely because of the mules that are out right now for top. CoCa on the 4 bases actually does have the better economy overall.
Well, right now, a lot of map domination. I'm a little bit surprised to see top actually graze by a watchtower that could be easily seen.
And he's going to get caught by these mutas, Tasteless.
Nothing going right for top right now. And
CoCa is just on top of everything.
He did get that medevac.
Well, right now we do have Infestor Tech getting ready with the pathogen glands. Hive is on the way as well. Probably go right into Guardian. No reason not to. He's had that extra base for so long. And Top is moving out with something very fearsome. A lot of siege tanks, 6 of them, 7 now in his army. Top also has 50 Marines right now.
All right, here we go.
Oh my God. Beautiful flank here. The Zergling's getting right up to the tanks before anything can be done.
Oh my God, I think Top might be dead.
Yeah, he's pretty dead, man. That was an insane flank there by CoCa.
That happens in Terran versus Zerg. If Zerg gets super ahead, the Zerg's like, well, guess what? You just die.
Yep.
These are called Banelings. They blow up and destroy everything you have.
As long as I have a sick economy. Well, Top right now cannot be happy. This is a terrible position for him to be in. A max Zerg against a 140 supply Terran. Not much that Top can actually do against that. Looks like he wants to save that command center for an orbital over at the 12 o'clock expansion. But can he ever get there? I don't think so.
All right, we have a lot more Banelings coming out here. I just don't see Terran getting a 4th base. I don't know how. I mean, the Terran might lose in a million different ways, but for now, I just don't see the Terran getting that additional 4th base and winning. I mean, it's...
What I see happening is the Greater Spire finishing, Broodlords being made, and CoCa just killing Top. Top by then will be maxed out, but I mean, what are you going to do when your opponent just has
This is
so
not
much?
the Top I'm used to casting.
Well,
he like loaded that up. He's like, all right, we'll go. No, I guess the meta deck dies no matter what.
You know, there's not much that he can actually do from here after not scouting that quick expansion. And CoCa's, people are going to catch on to this and be like, well, wait a minute. Hiding expansion is actually so good right now that all of us know which units to make and how to macro.
Yeah, once the game got figured out, that's when hiding bases really started to make a lot more sense.
Yeah, and we do not see a lot of scouting in this game yet, so, and especially because these maps just feel so big in StarCraft 2. But it definitely, people are going to have to pick up on that scouting more. And here we go, just going for it. As a lot of mutas taking out these Thors, going after the Marines with all the Banelings. Good siege tank hits right there, and looks like Top will fight off most of this.
Well, Top is no longer on the map.
Yeah,
this is the game where we get to see Top just walk out every single game and die. I mean, it's kind of painful. All right, he needs to go get this hidden expansion, though. What's that hit anymore? The top left. And we're not going to shout at this, but there's a giant Mutalisk battle going on. All right, there it is.
All the Marines, man. That was absolutely sick. We do have 6 Corruptors on the way. If nothing else, he freed up some supply for Broodlords.
This is a sad moment here. Top really not doing enough damage. He does have this one drop over here. He's doing damage to the Extractor. And he's killed him about 4 drones. He just has to send the Mutalisk back there in time. You can see Corruptors are being gathered up here. He wants to make Broodlords very soon.
A lot of banelings being made. One infestor out as well for good measure. And it looks like he may take out this base. Well, what is that going to do
transfusion.
for him? Oh, wow, look at that. A lot of transfusions.
CoCa's like, nope, I'm a badass, actually. I'm just going to have to transfuse this. Sorry about that. You're not going to get a single advantage in this game. And Top's like, come on.
Exactly. And here we go.
Get ready for this to be right-clicked on.
Goodbye. Man, going after this, he's actually really like
You like tried to repair that, and then CoCa's like, no, sorry, man. These are called banelings. I can just right-click on your building and blow them up. It doesn't matter how fast you try to repair them.
That's exactly what he said.
Yeah, man.
Word for word. Well, it's still a maxed CoCa with 4K, 1K against very low money 140 supply top with 3 bases. CoCa has taken more bases himself, up to 80 drones. Everything Top is doing is being answered perfectly by CoCa.
CoCa's going to be like sitting in his booth right now. He's like, I am owning this guy. What is going on?
Yeah. We do have Ghosts being upgraded and more Ghost Academies being made, actually, for Top. Looks like he's actually going to go into nuke mode, which is kind of funny, but you can use nukes.
You can do him against Broodlords.
And not just that, but if you just keep nuking in front of your army, then what that does is it prevents Zerg from attacking in if you have constant nukes landing. It doesn't even have to be completely constant. Broodlords are slow, man. If they just keep hearing nuclear launch detected, they keep on trying to attack your tank line that has nukes in front of it, that may not end well. So I think that's what he's going to go for. Not a lot of Terrans use it yet. I think Morrow, one of the first to really start using that quite a bit.
Not the best creep spread here from CoCa.
Yeah, I think he doesn't even really care about the creep spread. He's just so busy macroing and going around the map and owning. Now his quadrillion
Top is like,
are going to go for it.
Top is like, he's like, I want to put siege tanks in the middle of the map, and then CoCa's like, no man, sorry, these are called Broodlords. They make infinity Broodlings, and that means you're going to die. He's like,
Well, there are some Vikings out, but there are some Corruptors and whatnots to defend. He does have that Infestor as well. He's got to be careful. He doesn't have a whole lot of ATA here.
well, nice defense here from Top. Again, the big question, though, is how is he going to get another base up or have any presence on this map at all?
Nice Mulus block coming in, going after these Vikings. The Infestor cannot get a fumble off, though.
Terran Scan says, wow, I'm really losing this game. Oh, and there's creep here. CoCa's actually, like, so good.
Yeah, he's owning face, but let's not forget he did sneak an expansion, and that gave him quite a lead.
Oh, that's exactly what gave him that lead. All right, here comes the big push.
Well, here we go. Can Top stay alive? Ooh.
Nice usage of snipe there. Bungles those ghosts.
Kills them off.
There's no, man, I have infestors. This is an ability called Bungle, and it just kills you. Broodlords.
And wow, that's just a lot of Banelings tasteless. Nothing going right for Top.
GG any second now. Yeah. GG.
Well, that was one-sided.
Oh, CoCa.
He's like,
well,
God, why am I so
not
good?
easy being a badass nerd killer. I'm dehydrated, but I'm having fun too. Well, he's got to be good, feeling good after that. He's like, well, I guess I'm good against Terran right now. This was just quite a disappointing game here from Top. I mean, I really had higher expectations for him. He should have scouted. It's not like he took a hidden base at the top left. You know what I mean? Where it's like, well, I could see the Terran not checking there the entire game.
The timing of it, was just so quick. And when you're trying to scout the SCVs, normally Speedlings are going to catch you. He had the Hellions, but you want to keep those active. It's kind of solid from CoCa, but of course it's not solid. But in the way that the match was played right this second, kind of is solid. Like, as soon as I saw that go down, I'm like, Top is not going to scout that till it's too late.
Yeah.
Like, I
was
just
thinking
knew.
the exact same thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't think he's going to look there for that.
But
even with the
as
Hellions,
that happens a few more times, people are going to find a way to start scouting everything.
What you should do is if you have your Hellions out on the map dominant, you have map dominance at that point in time. Zerglings can't be out. You should send one SCV and check all the other bases.
Or even send one of your Hellions. It's
all right. So here's the results so far. Top surprisingly down one game, and CoCa pretending that he is a mime in this picture, up with one win. Up next, we're going to have OGS Supernova against Alive.
You know, I think he's pretending to be a photographer. He's like moving his hands around, trying to frame every picture.
Yeah, he's
like one of those really artsy guys. He's like, "Oh, you're beautiful. Stay right there."
And here is
Supernova. He puts his hands up like that.
He looks like he's looking at a picture of a naked lady on the ground or something like that. I don't know. That glance over there. He's like, what is... All right. Look, Supernova is a very, very good player, but it's going to be... I feel weird
I've never liked his TVT.
Yeah, I've never liked his TVT. I like his TVP.
His TVZ as well.
His TVZ
his
is
TVT
great.
was good for like 2 weeks, and every other time I've seen his TVT, I was like, Well, he's going up against one of the scariest players, the last player picked in groups, GSL Alive.
Yeah. And this is no easy match for him. Alive is right now very scary. Everybody's talking about Alive. He is got some serious skill. And there he is right now. He's pointing at you. He's like, you nerd are going to die.
Well, you know, he hasn't gotten that far yet. So he just hit a round of 32 last season. And his record isn't that good, but I promise you, in practice, he is great.
So this is going to be interesting. Supernova, I think, can win, but I think Alive should win and probably will win.
Yeah, that's definitely how I label that one, too.
Supernova is one of those guys who's just barely still in Code S. You know what I mean? I could actually see Supernova being filtered down into Code A.
Yeah.
In the near future.
I would tend to agree with you, but I think he's not like Code B. I think he's definitely top 64.
Yeah.
But top 32, I have a hard time recently. You know, he was very, very good at certain points in time at TVP and TVZ. Like back when he won Code A, I was like, oh my god, this guy's so good. But more recently, he's been lackluster.
Yeah, lackluster indeed.
By the way, both these guys played Protoss in StarCraft 1.
Oh, really? I didn't know Alive did that too.
Supernova was by Saren. Alive was actually just a junior player, amateur, high-level amateur Protoss. That's switching over to Terran.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Daybreak has been eliminated by Supernova. Metalopolis, interestingly enough. I'm always surprised whenever I see that map eliminated. Taken out by Alive. So our map will be Antigua Shipyard.
That is correct. A great map indeed. Wonder what type of play these guys will go for. Are we going to see any mech? I think we're going to see Marine Tank from Supernova. That's something he's liked in multiple matchups for a very long time. That's just kind of like his unit composition. Alive, he absolutely can do anything, whether it's a one base all in or a mech macro game.
He's a very flexible player. And well, we'll see what's going to happen here. It's time, Artosis. The countdown has started. OGS Supernova against TSL Alive. Terran versus Terran. Both players trying to move on to the round of 16 or at the bare minimum staying Code S here. We're going to find out what kind of strategies are going to do. Our map will be Antigua Shipyard. I'm Tasis. With me is Artosis. Here at GOM TV, this is the GSL Code S.